Welcome to the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series, round 13 here at Coca-Cola Super Speedway. Starting on the pole today is going to be Sean Galligan, and alongside him is Justin Perry. Third is Courtney Simpson, fourth is Evan Earnhardt, and fifth is John Dillon. Now here's the rest of your starting lineup. Ryan Acosta, Jake Rogers, Zach Buchanan, Josh Courier, Wes McCall, Bill Raymond, Joseph Bryant, CJ Sorensen, Brendan Cargo, Trenton Jump, Matthew McMurray, Christopher Blake, Cole Freilich, Hunter Stone, Seth Cole, Timmy Pacioli, Stephen Dillon, Julian Ortiz, Ziggy Bain, Chris Summers, Greg Jones, Connor Breton, Justin Muse, Mitch Speed, Andrew Schwartz, Danny Wells, Gino Harvey, Randy Carpenter, Jake Baskinger, Garrett Jones, Christian James, Greg Brown, Colin Cropley, Kurt Keselowski, Sean Henley, Phil Jones, and rounding out the field, Kenny Murray. Start in the back, don't worry. There'll be plenty of time to catch up. We're going to get a flyby of them rolling off here once we get going. And there we go. The cars are starting to roll off here in the 3-mile-long Coca-Cola Super Speedway. As you see Kenny Murray rounding out your field today. And back to Galligan. He will start on the pole as we get another flyby of the field rolling off. Just a sign of things to come. The pace laps are 90 miles an hour. That's how fast we are here on the pace laps, and we'll be hitting speeds up to around 240 miles an hour today. As Galligan will lead them down for, I believe, the third time this season, the green flag drops and we're racing at Coca-Cola. And already Courier looks inside, and he's got a few other drivers, but they're in the back of the pack that are going to go down low too. Jake Rogers comes down, but Courtney Simpson goes to the lead already. Courtney Simpson in the 6 AAA Ford goes to the lead, but it looks like she's already going to get passed here by Jake Rogers as we get onto the back straightaway. As Courtney Simpson will lead into turn number 3, but they're 3 wide racing many rows deep, and it looks like CJ is going to go to the lead now. So we get a flyby. CJ Sorensen started 13th in today's race, and he's already your leader. CJ is going to lead it this time. Uh-oh, Bill Raymond is really leaning on John Dillon there. Don't know if we're going to make it. As we exit 2, look out. Somehow they're managing to keep this together. Matthew McMurray is going to get passed here for the lead as Trenton Jump will go to the lead, but Connor Breton's getting a big run on the inside. I don't think he's going to be able to pass him. And off corner exit. Oh, Henley gets turned. Simpson almost on her lid. Everybody's involved in this. Oh, man, Cropley. Jeez. Connor Breton won it back to the line. Let's see what happened. Here's what happened to bring out the first caution of the day and the big one. Randy Carpenter got into Henley and turned him right up into the 20. Has a new paint scheme here, Buchanan. And then up front, there was another crash that happened, and we will get that here soon. Whoops. Oh, Simpson went head-on into the pit wall. Huge hits here. Oh, my gosh. Watch Simpson. She hit that inside wall, that pit wall, hard. Alright, we are getting a slow-motion replay now at an aerial view. Oh, man. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide there. You know that won't work. As you see, Danny Wells in the yellow 17 DeWalt car, leaning on last place in points, Kurt Keselowski, and they all just get turned up the track. Ortiz gets involved, and then just keep your eyes on Courtney Simpson here. she is there, right there. And it's just massive. She's spinning, 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 gets hit one more time, just at the wrong time, and goes head on into that pit wall. Let's see what offers the best view. Yeah, right there. Courtney Simpson. Okay. Getting this frame by frame. So she's hitting this inside pit wall at 95 miles an hour. She's already down to 15. So right here she hasn't hit it yet. Right here she has. And she's already down to 67, 24, 16, 26. All of a sudden she speeds up. Then 30, 28. And she flies backwards. So after a insane crash to bring out the first caution of the day, let's get back to the restart. The pace car is going to dive down onto pit road in about one more corner here as we're going to get the top 10. Restarting on points is going to be Connor Breton, then Matthew McMurray, Gino Harvey, Garrett Jones, and CJ Sorensen, your top 5. Kenny Murray, Danny Wells, Phil Jones, Stephen Dillon, and John Dillon, 2 brothers, will restart 9th and 10th. Let's see if they draft together and try to get to the front. As Connor Breton's going to lead them back down to the green here on lap 7 of 17. The green flag waves. We're racing again at Coca-Cola. Matthew, is he going to make the move? There he goes. Harvey's going to go with him. Garrett Jones looks like he's going to kind of stay neutral. He's just going to try to form his own line. And he's now going to dive inside as Matthew McMurray is going to go to the lead with this. You can look on through, checking, make sure everybody got a good restart and they don't wreck, as you saw Chris Summers out of the race. As Garrett Jones goes for it all by himself here. And it looks like it's going to actually be successful. You might want to get down low there. John Dillon's getting a run. That's the line you're going to want to be in anyways into turn 3, as Harvey's going to get a big run. Gino Harvey now goes to the lead of Coca-Cola. Out of 4, they very quickly dive down low. And sometimes that worries me, because that's kind of what caused that wreck where they went 5 wide and wrecked, and then Courtney Simpson went head on into the pit wall. Garrett Jones trying to get it into 1, but Matthew McMurray is going to hold that position. And John Dillon, look out. 4 wide back there. Murray hits the wall right in front of your point leader. CJ Sorensen. It's going to slow down CJ. He's trying to get back around him, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. I don't know why he's not diving inside to try to get around him. Danny Wells made it 5 wide, and that's what caused the first caution of the day. He looked to make it 4 wide there. That could have had the same result. And there they go. Kenny Murray gets turned. And Bill Raymond almost on his lid. And slams the inside wall. I think Garrett Jones might have got it back to the line. No, it looks like it's going to be Ryan Acosta. Yeah, Ryan got it back to the line. Garrett got it second. All right, let's see what happened. Well, is this retaliation? CJ Sorensen cuts up on Kenny Murray on the exit of the corner and slams him into the outside wall. And Bill Raymond goes sliding down the front stretch at high speeds. But Kenny Murray is the one we're worried about right now. Comes flying. Oh, wow, he actually got it really... Oh! Ouch, that had to hurt. Kenny Murray. He was okay. I mean, this isn't a hard hit, really. I mean, yeah, you don't want to hit there. Right there. 30 miles an hour is all he hit. And then Stephen Dillon T-bones him. Driver's side pushes him back into the wall. He got going up to about 40 miles an hour once more and slammed that wall hard. Here's a view of just how airborne he got when he hit that wall. Yeah, that's a good 5 feet off the ground. He almost landed on that wall. So Bill Raymond, Stephen Dillon, and Kenny Murray were all involved in that. There's Chris Summers. He's back onto the track, but let's get back to the restart. Got one more corner to the restart, and that's what we thought. We thought Garrett Jones won it back to the line. Danny Wells, I think, was the driver that scored. Winning it back to the line. Here's the top 10. Garrett Jones, Danny Wells, Joseph Bryan, Matthew McMurray, Gino Harvey, Connor Breton, Timmy Pacioli, Ryan Acosta, John Dillon, and Mitch Speed. Mitch Speed will be 11th on this restart. Well, 11th in line, but 10th in position-wise because Chris Summers is in that. There goes Harvey into the inside. Whoa, Chris Summers log jams him in the back. Chris didn't get going with the damaged lap down car. He's going to log jam him back there. It looks like this is going to be the battle for the win. Pretty much going to be the top maybe 5 or 6 drivers there. Yeah, the top 6 have broken away from the pack. We were talking about Chris Summers log jamming him. Garrett Jones is out front trying to win his first race in the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. He's had a pretty rough season, but he's been coming back lately. Danny Wells trying to get down low. Garrett's got to get down low if he's going to protect that. And he will. Oh, he gets a run on exit. And he drives him. Oh, no. That was not what I thought they were doing there. Pit stops are being made. Or are they... Do they have an issue here? No. Just like Michigan, looks like fuel will be an issue. This is really going to play into this race. Garrett Jones is already pulling off. It must have been a splash of fuel in 2 tires. John Dillon goes to the lead now. Christian Janes. Yeah, I thought Garrett Jones was driving Danny Wells to the apron there. But then we saw that inside line of cars diving it down onto pit road. They better not wreck coming onto the pits. That's my main concern right now, is them trying to get down to pit road and them all wrecking there. John Dillon looks like he's not going to pit this time. And it looks like a few will. Or were they getting turned? Alright, Freilich, Harvey, and Matthew McMurray are now making pit stops. Garrett Jones pulling back onto the track. Wells pulling back out. Bryant pulling back out. And Garrett Jones seems to be the big winner of that exchange, as it's 3 laps to go. Who is going to win it at Coca-Cola? Will Fuel Strategy put John Dillon in victory lane, or will it cycle back and put Garrett Jones in victory lane for the first time? John Dillon struggled in Season 2. Was last in points for a majority of the season, and towards the end started coming back, but he still ended up, I believe, finishing 40th in points. John looks to be slowing, and he will make a pit stop this time. Pretty much that entire pack of cars will. Chris Summers is not pitting. Him and Courier. Courier is actually going to be the leader of this race, as Summers is still running 18th. And there's the big pack of cars that just pitted. Garrett Jones was scored 15th that time. There's Matthew McMurray. Freilich, Harvey. I think Freilich and Harvey are going to be the leaders here when this all cycles back, unless Courier doesn't pit. They will face the white flag this time. Will Courier stay out and risk it? Or will he draft? Oh, he should have drafted with Chris. Chris might be slightly off the pace, and that would definitely help him save fuel. If I was Courier, I'd go for it. He's way down in the standings. He doesn't have anything to lose, but he's going to take a pit stop this time. Alright, now who's going to cycle to the lead? John Dillon, Christian Janes, all these drivers are. There's Harvey on the track. There's Freilich and Garrett Jones working together. Do Garrett Jones and Cole Freilich have enough to get back around to the lead? Garrett Jones pitted as the leader, and looks like he's going to lose out on this, as John Dillon is going to be your leader. He was leading when he took his pit stop as well, because after Garrett pitted, that put John in the lead. John Dillon is going to lead them. White flag is waving as John Dillon is on to the last lap. Can he win it, or will Christian Janes win his 3rd race in the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series? This pack of cars, they're drafting, but they won't have enough. Courier pulling back onto the track. He's not going to be a factor in this. Wait, will he? There he is. He's onto the backstretch as the leader. Courier is the leader, but John Dillon and Christian Janes working together, they're up to speed. Courier, he's got to get up there. He's not as fast as these guys. John Dillon looks like it's going to be him and Janes breaking away from these guys back here. John Dillon and Christian Janes working together. Who's going to win it? Christian Janes, there he goes. He's making his move. Will it be enough? He's got to dive down low. Ziggy's going to go down low, but Janes isn't going to block him. John Dillon is going to come down and win it at Coca-Cola. Wow. A big fuel strategy race again. Garrett Jones ends up 11th. No, he ended up 10th. 10th place for Garrett after leading into that cycle. Alright, congratulations, John Dillon. Let's get to the results. Here are the results here today at Coca-Cola. John Dillon won the race. Christian James was second. Ziggy Bain, CJ Sorensen, and Josh Courier was your top 5. That was really intense there on the last lap with Courier pulling back out onto the track. If he would have dived up in front of the field, I mean, you know, you got to give credit to Courier. If he really wanted it that badly, he could have pulled right up in front of those guys, slowed them down, and possibly crashed them. So you got to give credit to Courier for racing them cleanly. I mean, he's got to be frustrated with the season he's having, so good thing he didn't take out his frustration there. John Dillon, his brother, Steven Dillon, was the first car out of the race, 19th. Chris Summers ended up 18th. He was the only car a lap down. Pacioli was a ways off the pack, 13 seconds from gaining a spot. Cropley ended up last. Schwartz 41st. Kurt Keselowski 40th. He's more than likely going to finish last this season in the standings. He's been there for a long time, and he's going to fall about 2 races from gaining a position. Evan Earnhardt back there. Courtney Simpson 38th. Sean Henley 35th. A bunch of drivers back there that needed good runs to get back up in the standings. They didn't get those. Justin Perry ended up, oh, that's not good. He ended up 28th. Came into this race as one of the drivers that could have, you know, at least made a run at getting around CJ. Matthew McMurray was a driver that could gain on CJ and try to get the point lead, but he ended up losing about 8 points at there. Yeah, he lost 9 points to the point leader there, CJ. So CJ Sorensen looks like he might be able to win this championship with the way things are going for him right now. So congratulations, John Dillon, on your first win in the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. Him and James kind of broke away there. Ziggy Bain made the move off 4 to win it, but he didn't have enough. So congratulations, John Dillon. Fourth in the standings, 26 points out of the championship. Chris Summers has won it today at Coca-Cola, and this is going to put him closer to the point leaders. He's probably going to end up second after this race. So Matthew McMurray and Justin Perry didn't have the greatest of days, and CJ had a pretty good run, but he's going to gain on him in the standings. So congratulations, John Dillon, on winning your first race. We knew it was coming. Alright, here's your celebration screen.